popular request. Several people asked me to do a R.O.M or R.O.M stretching class as a video, and I'm going to do this one as a seated one. If I have some time, I'll also do a lying on the floor version as well today. We'll see if I have enough time to do it or not. So what I did, I just wanted to show you guys this. Most of you, well, some of you may not have a yoga strap at home. I just happen to have one, but I have a whole gym at home, so of course I have one. If you don't have a yoga strap, what you can do is you can use a belt. Now what I've got here, like anybody who buys a pair of shorts at Target lines up with a belt that looks like this, and if you can see, it's got the little metal loops and it's a canvas belt. It's really easy to just put one end of this through the other and do sort of a makeshift yoga strap, especially if it's long enough. This one's fairly long. Or you can use just a regular belt and just do the same thing, double the belt back on itself and put the little thingy thing in one of the holes and make yourself a loop that way. So that's what I'm going to use for this instead of an actual yoga strap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start seated, and what we're going to do is start from the head and move down to the toes, warming up. So the first thing I want you to do is just nod and then lift your head up. Keep going. What I'm going to do right now is start my timer so I know how much time has elapsed, because I keep forgetting to do that. Excuse me. And look up, and I'm just going a little bit farther. I'm looking down into my lap, and then looking up to the ceiling with my eyes, looking down, and up. I just noticed I'm covered with pollen. I must have put my hand on something. Down, and up. All right, and then tilting your head a little bit to the right, and a little bit to the left. Once again to the right. Now if that creates any kind of vertigo for you, instead of tilting your head, what you can do is just turn your head and then turn it to the left and see if that makes things any better. So either one of these, either tilting or turning. Make sure you're just breathing nice and deeply in and out. You'll feel your body start to relax when you start to take deep breaths. There's a psychological and physiological effect of deep breathing, oxygenating your body. Okay, take those shoulders, roll them up towards your ears, and then back and down toward the floor. And we're going to reverse that. Shoulders up towards your ears, forward and down to the floor. Up, boy, the sun just came out. I don't know if you can see how much I got lit up there. And back. Up, forward, and down. We actually have skylights in my gym, so I'm going to need to go get my sunglasses in a second. And down. And one more time. Up, forward, and relax. Drop your arms, reach toward the floor. Ideally, you have a chair without arms. If you do have arms, it's okay. But ideally, you don't have arms because then you don't have to worry about banging into them. Now turn your thumbs to the outside and turn your thumbs toward me, but no farther in than that. Once again, outside and turn them in. One more time, turn them out and turn them in. Okay, take your right arm and reach across just a little bit across your body. So I'm about lined up with my left shoulder. And then take this right arm, reach out to the side, and I'm going to lean a little bit. I'm going to hang on with my left hand and lean a little bit to the right side. And once again, bring it across your body right there and bring it out to the side. One more time, across your body, smooth and nice and steady, out to the side. Then we're coming up over your head, so don't turn your thumb down. Keep your thumb turned up. Lift, lift, lift up over your body. And take it out to the side. All right, two more times. Up and over. Whoop, here comes the sun again. And out. One more time. Up and over. And out. Use that breath. Relax that arm. Left arm. Bring it across your body toward about the right shoulder. And then open. And once again, bring it across your body. And open. One more time, across that body. And open. We're going to go up and over your head. Bring them up, up, up. Keep that thumb turned up. Open it out to the side. And two more times, up and over. And one more time, up and over. And relax. Okay. One hand on the chest, just above the breast line. One hand at the bottom of your rib cage, right above your navel. Navel, not navel. Navel. Okay. We're going to take the right hand up. We're going to lift that right hand up away from your left hand. So what I'm doing, turn sideways to show you, what I'm trying to get you to do is expand the space between your chest and your belly button. So you're opening up that space. You're actually stretching your abdominals when you do this. Now, collapse everything. Bring your chest down towards your belly. And once again, let that hand ride up on your chest as you lift, 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 lift. You're extending your upper spine, lengthening the spine, and then come on back down. One more time, up, up, up. And come on down. All right, relax. Shoulder retraction. So my shoulders are here. What I'm going to do is imagine your shoulder is resting on a countertop or something. You're going to slide that shoulder straight back. Now I'm not moving my arms or my elbows or my head or anything. Just the shoulders are sliding straight back and sliding forward and sliding straight back. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. It's not a really big motion. It's not a huge motion. Slide the shoulders forward. Sliding the shoulders back. You're moving in that shoulder girdle. Sliding forward. You should feel things starting to happen around your shoulder blades when you do this. Slide back, especially right there. Slide forward. One more time. Straight back. Straight forward. Okay. Take your rib cage up out of your hips as much as you can. So lift up that rib cage out of your hips. Now we're going to see if we can slide your ribs to the right and slide your ribs to the left. Now if you feel weird things happening in your low back, your lumbar spine, it's not unusual. You might feel things moving around in there, but if it doesn't feel good, decrease that range of motion. But you might feel a little bit of popping and crackling and things like that happening. A lot of us have those changes in your bones and your discs in your low back. And you'll hear them talking to you when you do this movement. So I'm just moving my rib cage side, side. Slide right and slide left. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do some stretching in your legs. So I'm going to go ahead and use my loop. I'm going to start with a hamstring stretch. So to stretch the hamstring, you have to get your legs straight. I'm going to take that loop and drop it over my toe. So I've got a good loop on my toe here. I'm going to lean back into my chair, so I'm going to use the chair for support. Now this is not a very supportive chair, so if I suddenly wind up on the floor, just continue, wait for me to get back up. It's one of those folding chairs that is meant to look like a real chair, so cross your fingers. So what you're trying to do here is straighten your knee as much as you can. Straighten your knee. Not lock it. I don't want you to force it straight, but I want you to just extend. Think about pushing through your heel and flexing your toe a little bit, and you'll really feel that stretch come down into the calf as well as in the back of your thigh. That's your hamstring. And you just hold it there. People always ask me, how long should I hold this? They always tell you 30 seconds. That's an eternity for a stretch. I usually say 10 to 15 seconds, which is about where we are right now. All right, we're going to relax that stretch. And that's good enough, isn't it? Okay. This time what I want you to do is start with the strap vertical. We're going to pick up the knee like this, and then you're going to pull that strap towards you and straighten that foot out in front of you. And see how that changes things. You might feel a little bit more of a stretch to the outside instead of the inside of the hamstring this time. And while you're holding that foot there, rotate the entire leg a little bit to the outside. See how I turn my whole leg, not just my foot, my whole leg. And it starts to move it into your IT band a little bit more. All right, relax that stretch. I'm going to keep that lasso on my toe. I'm going to turn to the left side. I'm going to bring this yoga strap out to the right. I'm going to rotate my whole body to the left side. So you see how my knee is already a little bit bent. This is going to be a stretch for the front of that right leg, that front of that right thigh, your quadriceps muscle. So what I'm going to do is change my grip. So I've got the band across my palm this way, and I'm going to see if I can pull my foot back behind me. I'm going to hold it right here. And you should really feel the front of your thigh stretching. Now, if you have a strap that's really short and you're having to arch your back to do this stretch, you want to come down here and hold it that way. If you can't get your hand up over your shoulder. This is a really important stretch if you are spending a lot of time right now sitting in front of your computer or your TV looking at news, because that's going to stress you out, and it's also going to overly tighten the quadriceps and the hip flexors in your thighs from all that sitting. So this kind of undoes some of that tightness. All right, relax that stretch. We held that one a good long time. Okay. One more stretch. We're going to come across the body with this leg, not across the body, to the outside with this leg. So what I did was I just wrapped the strap around my hand this way, because you're going to be holding up the weight of your leg. So I'm lifting my leg out, and what I'm going to do is hang on to the chair with my left hand and take that leg out to the side. Now, if you have a very tight inner thigh muscle, especially if you have hip arthritis, that can get really, really, really tight. This can be a hard stretch. Bend the knee a little bit if it's really uncomfortable. Otherwise, you're trying to keep that knee straight and just take that leg out to the side, and you're really going to feel in the groin, down the inside of your leg. And if it's hard for you to hold up with one hand, you can always do it with two hands, because your leg weighs a lot. Okay, relax that stretch. We're going to go through those same stretches with your other leg. So I'm going to take this loop, excuse me, take it to the other side. I have to tell you guys, anybody that knows me knows I have a chronic cough. It's just one of those things, allergy cough. But nowadays, going out in a store with a little bit of a cough, I feel like somebody's going to tackle me. Okay, first things first, straight leg up. And as anybody who's ever had a little tickle in their throat knows, the worst thing for trying not to cough is to say, the best way to make yourself cough is to say, don't cough, don't cough. We all know that. Okay, so once again, the knee is straight, pressing through that heel. Woo! You should really feel that kick in through the calf and through the back of your thigh. Pollen season, aren't we? That's what this is, it's pollen. And again, you're just holding this stretch. All right, drop it on down. And eyelash too. Okay, strap is vertical. Pull that knee up, 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 up. And then pull that strap towards you and extend that leg. See, I get a lot more height when I do it that way. You might too. Get my knee a lot straighter. And we're turning to the outside. Woo, there's your IT band. Keep breathing, deep, deep breaths. There's a couple of birds fighting right outside the glass here. There's a mockingbird throwdown going on just outside my glass door. If you hear something hit the window, that's what it is. Why does this only happen when I'm videoing stuff? I don't understand. Okay, relax. I'm going to take that to the quadricep stretch. So stay on that loop. We're going to turn to your right side. And once again, you're either here, or if you can, if your strap is long enough, you're here. And you're going to bring that heel up behind and get that stretch in the front of your thigh. Now, if you have a really low chair, this can be hard. You might want to have a higher chair. If you have very long legs, this can be hard. So the higher you can get, the more range of motion you're going to have in that knee. Oh, it feels good though. You're just breathing, breathing, breathing. Oh, he won. One of them won. The other one just left. The birds. Relax. What is she talking about? The birds. We had a victor. Okay. Abductor stretch. So taking that leg up and we're taking that leg out to the side. Hang on with your right arm. That left leg to stretch the inner thigh. And once again, like I said, your legs are pretty heavy. If you need to use 2 hands for the stretch, you can do that as well. Okay, relax that stretch. Go ahead and drop it on down. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that loop for now. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to work on your abductor muscles, your hip muscles, also glute medius, glute minimus, all these muscles here. So if you can, you're going to bring that heel onto the other knee. Now, if there is no way you can get your heel up there, straighten your left leg, cross your right over your left, and just see how much you can turn the knee. And then everybody, whether you're here or you're here, we're going to see if we can tilt your body forward. So you're going to get a stretch in your low back, you're going to get a stretch in your hip, opening up that knee, but not pushing on it, just gentle pressure. In other words, I don't want you bouncing. Never, never bounce with a stretch. Okay, come on up. I'm going to leave that leg there, wherever it is, and we're going to see if we can turn toward that side. So if your right leg's on top, you're going to turn to the right. Just a little bit of a rotation. You're lifting up through your chest as much as you can, so don't rotate downward. Think about rotating upward. Even lifting your chin a little bit. Bring it back to the center, switching legs. Other leg, heel is on the knee. If you can get it there, ooh, your knee might not like it. If that's the case, you come down here. Now we're going ahead and tilting forward over those legs. So leaning out over those legs. Don't forget those deep, deep breaths while you're waiting here, while you're stretching. Okay, go ahead and sit up tall, turning to the left side, so lifting your chest as you rotate. Okay, relax that, stretch. I'm gonna do a little bit of upper body stretching now. Some neck, things like that. So we're gonna take your right arm out. We're gonna stretch, first of all, the back of your right arm. So you're gonna bring your fingertips, your thumb, your fingertips towards your shoulder as much as you can. And then supporting that arm as much as you can. So it's not having to lift itself at all. It's just totally supported by my other arm. I'm gonna see if I can push up right here and just lift in that arm. So I'm getting a stretch through your lats, through your triceps, the back of the arm. Now, if you don't have any issues coming all the way up, you can do that. But if that doesn't feel good, just stay here, let that right arm be dead weight, and just do the lift with your left arm. And see how much range of motion you can get in that shoulder when the muscles don't have to do the work. All right, just hold that stretch. Relax that stretch. Take this right arm, grab the side of your chair, and lean to your left. So lean, 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 lean. And now once you're there, take your left ear and drop it to the left side. You should really get a big stretch up the side of your neck. Turn your head so you're looking toward the floor on the left side. So turn your head, look down at the left side. And relax that stretch, come on up. Left hand, fingers and thumb toward your shoulder. Totally support that arm so it's just all the work is being done by the right arm. Push that left arm up, push, 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 wherever you can get to, and if you can, all the way up, and just hold that stretch. Try not to force your head forward with this stretch. If you get your arms up there and your head is getting pushed forward, don't go so high. You don't want to stress your neck that way. All right, so you should be able to keep your head back and your chin up in this stretch position. Something to think about. Figure out what this song is. It's vaguely familiar. I can't figure it out. Nope. South by Winter West, whatever that means. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and bring this left arm down. Grab the left side of the chair, reach down to the right. Now tilting my ear to the right side. And then go ahead and turn your head and look down at the floor on the right. And relax that stretch. I'm going to do one deep breath, stretch up. Exhale down. Do that one more time, and then we're going to do just a couple stretches for your neck. A couple more stretches for your neck and your jaw. Exhale down. Okay, these are de-stressing stretches. You might be clenching your jaw a lot these days and not realizing it. So we're going to take your fingers, three middle fingers. Thumb arthritis not cooperating. So these 3 fingers on each hand, put them right there. So right at the jawline, between your ear and your jaw, there's a little notch right there. And we're going to go right in there and just pull down. So what you're doing is following your jawline downward. And you'll feel how this kind of takes the jaw down and away from your ears. Just opens up that joint a little bit. And relax. And do it again. Slide down. And relax. A couple more times. Stick your fingers in that notch right there and slide down, sideways down. And one more time. Fingertips in that notch. Slide down. Good. And then take your fingers right there at the joint of the jaw and just a little circular motion. Ooh, my jaw's sore. Ooh, I can feel that I've been grinding. And circle the other way. Okay. Right hand, side of your head. Push against your head with your head. Push against the hand with the head. So push your head into your hand. So what we're doing is we're contracting these muscles like crazy. And then what I'm going to have you do is take your chin and take your chin and move it toward the right shoulder, so this way. You feel how everything kind of, oh. All right, other side. Take your head, push it into your left hand. So push, 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 push. So contracting those muscles like crazy right now. And then we're going to get them to relax. So you're going to take your chin to your left side. Tilt your chin to your left side. Woo, I'm tight on that side. One more thing. We're going to open the mouth as big as you can. Take a deep breath in, and then you're just going to sigh. Ah, that's all you're going to do. We're going to do that 2 times. So it might make you laugh the first time, but it's a good relaxation exercise. So we're going to do that. Open your mouth big. Take a deep breath in. And then you're going to say ah. Like that. And you can see everything just kind of collapses when I do that. Okay, once again, sit up tall. Deep breath through the mouth. And then exhale, sigh. If you're feeling stressed out, do that a couple times. You'll feel your whole body just relax. All right. Love you guys. See you soon.